Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to be filming with you guys again today. Feels like I just needed to take a minute, regroup, holidays, and just kind of let everything soak in so I can focus, but I am back. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. Let's just hop right into the video. As you see, I already, per usual, have one eye completed, and I used the new Juvias Place mini palette to do that. I did take a color out of this, the Warrior 3 palette, but most of the colors came out of this. So let's just hop right into the video. So I'm going to start off with the Warrior 3 palette, and there is a purple shade right in the center. You guys missed out on those holiday sales. What was you doing? Juvia's Place was lit. Ulta and all of that stuff too. But I'm going to take that purple shade on a e.l.f. blending brush, and I'm going to start right in the center of my crease and just kind of bring it outwards in the V area and just blend that out. This color is definitely buildable. You can see that. It's definitely buildable, but it's a really pretty purple shade. So I'm just bringing that all through my crease, softly towards the corner. And that is all, my friend. But yeah, it is a new year. Trying to set new goals without doing all of that cliche extra. Just excited about what this new year has in store. Did you guys set goals? Did you guys write things down? Did y'all turn up for on New Year's Eve? I personally went to church, which was great. It's pretty much a tradition of mine. If I'm not in church, then I am home. But what y'all do? What y'all do? Let me live through y'all. I'm just cleaning that up, or making sure that blend out is nice and smooth. This is another e.l.f. brush, semi-clean. Hence the word semi. I'm going to add just a little bit more of that purple shade from the same Warriors palette. And yeah, that is what we're doing. It's crazy sometimes how things look in person. It doesn't always translate the same on camera. So I gotta watch that. But all we're doing is blending. I have so many ideas. I'm gonna go in, if you remember from last year, the NYX glitter primer. Since I'm working with a metallic shade, I'm gonna just lay this down, and it just helps the colors pop a tad bit more. This look, honestly, is super easy. I'm just spreading that all over my eyelid. No particular order or formula, format, whatever. Yeah, I need to start getting some of these looks out that I have in my hair. Sometimes, I don't know, it just takes a lot to film, a lot to stay consistent. But that is definitely my goal. It's just working with consistency this year. I've only been doing this a couple months. I just want to stay focused and not get discouraged, as we all do sometimes. Or patting that glue on my lid. You don't want to go in too fast sometimes, because when it's too wet, then it's the colors come out kind of patchy. So I'm gonna let it dry just for a minute. Taking just a makeup wipe and wiping this purple off that I used to create the other eye. So I'm going to go in with this. This is the Violets palette, and it's the mini one from Juvias place. I think it's like $13.99. But I'm gonna go into this corner shade right here and pack that on, and then we're just gonna start packing all over the lid. It's very, very pigmented. Where you laid the glue or the primer or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to tap on and then blend out. This is not a cut crease look, so I don't have to be as precise. I missed you guys. OMG. The comments, the love, watching some of my favorite YouTubers. But I'm back though, I'm back. Let me know down below, what do you do when you go through, I mean, discouraging times could be the word for it. I don't know if that's for sure what I would call it, but I'm just adding and blending upwards, does not come across as a cut crease. And this is again my fluffy elf brush. I was using a packing brush initially, but I wasn't able to get it in the corners like I wanted. So now that we have that, we're just blending out towards the center crease. And so simple, so simple. Then I'm going to take that same brush and just flip it over, and there's a darker purple shade. I don't know if these have colors listed, but I'm just going down and going in like a sideways motion so that it can blend in properly. I'm just adding this purple so that there's different dimensions of the purples, but still all blending in together. You know? Make sure it's even over here. So if you kind of do it in the side swipes, it just helps with the blending so that it's not just so blunt. They all kind of fade nicely into each other. You know what I mean? That honestly is pretty much it. Super simple. Yet it's a slay, because we definitely want to slay all day. I'm going into that Warriors palette and just adding a little bit of that purple on the outer. Make sure we have different shades of purple popping out. Softly with that clean brush, just kind of pat so it can all blend in nicely. Swipe it and mess up the colors, but that is pretty much all. I'm going to add on some lashes, and then I'll come back and finish the face with you guys. I have some new products that I've been loving, so I'll tell you guys what those are. Okay, so now that the eyes are completed, makeup is falling, but it's okay. I'm gonna use my Pond's moisturizer. So this winter has my skin doing something I literally have never seen it do before. So extra moisturizing is mandatory for me. I don't know, I was starting to look like very dry and old under my eyes. I was trying so many stuff, and I realized using a mattifying primer under my eyes just was not worth it because I was so dry. And then my nose was just terrible. My nose peels so much. So the Pond's moisturizer has definitely helped make my skin look more smooth and not like I'm 50 years old. And I'm gonna use this Banana Bright Eye Cream by Ole Henriksen, whatever. I got this from Sephora, and this just kind of helps with a more smooth application also. I don't use a whole lot. So that under my eyes. It's a lot of skin prep before you just throw the makeup on. I know I didn't used to think so, but after a while you really do notice. And then I got a new primer, and this is the NYX Bear With Me. It's a hydrating jelly primer. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and honestly, like, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You know what? Let me do this first. Hold on. Before I use that, I'm going to use this Milani Prep and Brightening Rose. It's a face oil. I just put just a little bit underneath my eyes. Again, just trying to help with a more smooth application of my makeup. This stuff, I've been using it for about a month now, and another product that I definitely love and can just see a natural glow. It's not too oily. It definitely absorbs in the skin, so it doesn't leave you like oily. I know I used to say I would never put oil on my face, just because my face is so sensitive. But like I said, I've been using it for like a month, and I have not broken out yet. It goes into my skin, melts into my skin very nicely. And now I'm going to use the NYX Hydrating Primer. So it's literally just a gel. It feels like gel or jelly. Very little of that. And this, like it said, it is a hydrating primer. So I do like that. I still sometimes get oily in my T-zone, so I still use a mattifying primer just like around my nose. That's where I can get oily the most sometimes. Everything else, hydrating or hydration, just seems to be working the best for me in this season. So I'm going to use this Becca primer, which is a super matte primer, and it's a poreless matte primer. It's super mattifying though. I don't need a whole lot of that, just in this little area around my nose where oils sometimes builds up. Yeah, so I never thought I needed to change products according to seasons when I think about it. I mean, it's common sense, I guess. It ain't so common all the time though. But yeah, so I'm just packing that in, and then we are nice and prepped and ready to go. So the Juvias place, and I don't even know, a bid John, I don't know. It's the stick foundation though. It's so creamy. It applies and blends out so nicely. So I definitely do love this primer. If you guys remember, I mean, it's been so long, but I'll refresh. I do not put foundation, or liquid foundation or stick foundation or whatever, over my entire face. I really just focus under my eyes because I feel like I have, it's darker or dark circles, as you know, some of us experience. I don't like a cakey face because I get oily in my T-zone, and sometimes the stuff starts to separate, and I don't know, I just don't like feeling all extra cakey. So I really focus underneath my eyes and with products, concealer and maybe a liquid or the stick foundation, and then I'll go in with what do you call it? What am I trying to say? Lord help me. A powder foundation. Then I'll go in with a powder foundation, my goodness, and just kind of even out my skin tone everywhere else. I don't have a lot of blemishes that I'm trying to conceal or anything, so I really just focus under my eyes where I seem to have the most problems. So yeah, I blended that out with a wet beauty blender, and then I'm just taking a powder or fluffy foundation brush. I'm not sure which one, but it's a big brush, and just making sure those edges are blended out. And then I'm going to take my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer, and this is in the number 415. Has a really big applicator. I love this stuff. This is a new one that I tried a few weeks ago, and I'm sold. I definitely am sold. This is more my skin color. I don't brighten up underneath my eyes too much, because it just sometimes doesn't always translate in pictures nicely. So I use that, and then I have the Born This Way. I had got a sample size just to try it, and I actually love this one. This is in butterscotch. So I just put a dab of that on top of the L'Oreal. It's a tad bit lighter. Both of them are very creamy. I believe they're both waterproof, so I don't have any problems with smudging, or when, if my face was to get oily, it doesn't seem to move around. Yeah, so good stuff, good stuff. I'm just gonna take a concealer brush. That's an e.l.f. brush. I got, I think, in a holiday collection set. And I'm going to just blend that out just a little bit, and then go in with the beauty blender and finish it off. And then this is just under my eye, and then I'll put a powder foundation on the rest of my face. You got me, you got me. Get in that corner, and just softly tap it around. This L'Oreal concealer honestly has me a little shooked. It just is so not only easy to blend, but like it matches very nicely. I like the undertone of it, and then it just leaves me looking very smooth underneath my eye, and still it brightens up a little bit, but not too drastically. So once we have that all blended in, I'm going to take just a tad bit more, just a little bit more of L'Oreal. Go right in that area. Trouble spot. Little trouble. It's okay though. Just dab that in nicely. And then I still I love the Milani setting powder. I just think all around Milani is just a great drugstore product. Okay, so we have that all blended out. So I used the number 2, which is the medium deep, but I bought the banana one, which is the translucent banana number 3, and I just poured a little bit of the 3 into my 2 because I didn't have a lot. I didn't have a lot left of the 3 in this one, so I just mix the 2, and then I just apply it with a powder puff, and it gives me what I'm looking for. I don't know why that is. So I just press that in underneath my eye. I don't bake. I like to just push it right in. was having a sale on these. I got both of them to give them a try. Well, give the banana a try, and I loved it. And it mixes well with the number 2. Yeah, so I'm just pushing that all in, making sure I get it in my right on the outside of my nose, which is where I can get oily sometimes. That, and then I'll go in with the Sephora Micro Smooth foundation, and this is in the color Deep 60. And I'm just going to take that same powder brush and just put that around the outsides, just to make sure the two meet together. Very little on my nose and whatever is left over on my forehead. I don't add any products really to my forehead, just whatever's left over. And just make sure everything gets blended together nicely. Get my neck area, ears, and that is basically all that I do. And it does, this is buildable. It does sometimes, it can leave your skin peeking through, but I honestly don't mind that. It just looks more natural to me. So I don't contour, but I do kind of just, what do you call it? This is the Juvias Place, the Zulu palette. And there's a brown shade in here that I like. So I definitely like to bronze just a little bit. Color gives me a nice color that I like. Get that jawline. Always make sure you blend it out, because that harsh line when you lift your neck can look very crazy. Go around my forehead just a little bit and on the sides. Leftover, I just put it on the tips of my nose. Very softly. Then I'm going to take this MAC Sweetest Cocoa. Hit pan already, but I like the shade. It's like a pretty mauve color, has a little shimmer in it. Very pretty. Just add that. I like to bring everything upward so it can give the illusion of a snatched face, so that when I've taken in too much piece of sodas or cookies, it doesn't always show in my face. You know? Let's bring that upward. And then that basically is it. I'm gonna spray with the Mario Badesco. This is a lavender spray, just to kind of melt my products in. You know where my fan is. I like to just make sure underneath my eyes, again, stay very hydrated, because with powder sometimes you can start to look cakey, and that ain't cute. like an old under the eyes. I would like to say that this came out pretty cute, pretty cute. And then once that is pretty much dry, I still use the Milani Make It Last matte spray. I'm just going to spray that. So even though I like to be hydrated under my eyes, I still like a very good matte face. And that is basically it. I'm gonna finish off my lips and then I will be back. All right, so this brings us to the end of the video. What do you guys think? Little purple shimmers, little purple slay, purple slay. Anyways, once again, I missed you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me. If you made it to the end, I appreciate it. Hopefully you like it. If you do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. You already know. Also follow my Instagram. If you're on Instagram, follow Nisharese or COA Certified, and also check out my online store, coacertified.com. Stands for Center of Attention. Yes. Anyways, I will see you guys very, 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 very soon. Bye.